rides bears, he wears no fear, only sunglasses, and sometimes he even plays football in a suit. But what lies behind these images? These iconic shots have been shared millions of times, admired, mocked, and yet remain a riddle. What is real and what is perfectly staged myth? Let's begin with nature. That one photo, half naked on a horse, somewhere in the vastness of southern Siberia, the sun low, the water shimmering, the mountains as a grand backdrop. Nothing about it is spontaneous. It is pure PR, planned, coordinated, approved. The frame says wilderness, but at the background stands an entire team. Camera, entourage, security perimeter, the chosen time of day. The sunglasses are not just an accessory, they are a character, untouchability, control, a hint of cinema. The picture declares, here is someone who masters the elements, here is someone who is self-sufficient. And then, as the ironic crown, the bear ride, a composite of real outdoor photos, a separate brown bear, artificially added water splashes. Look closely and you see variants with different shadows, altered lighting, slightly different water patterns, telltale signs of image editing. Yet, precisely these inconsistencies make the motif immortal. The internet picks it up, turns it into memes, exaggerates the exaggeration. The pose of invulnerability flips into a pose of ridicule and survives both. It works as worship and as satire. The more absurd, the more quotable, the more unrealistic, the truer it feels in terms of the figure. But staging is more than muscles and wilderness. There is also choreographed closeness. A judo demo in a dojo, soft mats, white G's, a child with a yellow belt. The guest of honor explains, grabs, allows himself to be thrown. The scene feels friendly, instructive, traditional. Proximity to sport, discipline, humility before rules, all of that packed into one clean uchimata, into a step, into a grip. And of course, into the gesture of letting oneself be thrown. Whoever allows himself to fall shows sovereignty. Whoever smiles while falling shows the highest degree of it. The photo freezes the moment just before the body touches the ground. Right where respect, control, and humanity merge. Children in pictures are a rhetorical tool. They soften. They frame hardness with warmth. Media love to pick that up because it looks unpolitical, although it is highly political. Here, authority is linked with gentleness. A few years later, football in a suit, World Cup, a sports event as an official side program, handshake, a symbolic pass, a shot, a photo set. The ball is secondary. The tie is primary. Two worlds collide, bureaucracy and playground, and it is exactly in this collision that the image is born. The message is simple. I am office, but I am also people. I don't need cleats to belong. The pitch here is not the scene of a game, but the carpet for a ritual. 3 moves and 1 quote later, the photo series is ready for the news cycle. Host status, openness to the world, sporting self-positioning, all in one sequence. Then the red ice hockey armor, a gala match, ex-professionals, many goals for the guest of honor, the trophy at the end as a reliable final chord. Here the dramaturgy is most visible. Arrival, locker room, warm-up, goals, cheers, trophy. The finale is not uncertain. It is programmed. The arena experiences it again and again, yet always anew. The place is carefully chosen. Sochi, the winter legacy, the shine of the Olympic infrastructure, a backdrop that signals modernity and endurance. The trophy is taken in the arms, a pause, a look into the cameras. It's the hero shot. Usable for the sports pages, usable for the politics sections. One image, 2 markets. Among all these sporting poses lies the motif of compassion. The white coat at the hospital bed, a quiet ward corridor, medical staff in the background, light without shadows, no effects. The protocol is strict and at the same time invisible. Handshake, eye contact, inquiry about condition, one sentence about the performance of the healthcare system. These are images that depict responsibility, not scrutinize it. They say, someone went there, and sometimes that is enough. Places, dates, diagnoses recede. The gesture remains in the foreground. The picture promises capacity for action, sober, factual, untouchable. And then the softest variant, snow, dogs, a private residence near the capital. It is officially released and yet privately staged. An Akita, a state gift from Japan, and a large livestock guardian dog from southeastern Europe leap through deep snow. The sports jacket in clear colors, the laughter, the carefree physicality. In captions, the dogs' names appear, sometimes Yume, sometimes Buffy. Names are anchors. They personalize the impersonal. They draw the big picture into the small, familiar world of pets. The narrative, even the tough man is tender. Even the lone wolf has a pack. Observe the repetition. Riding, fishing, hiking, football, judo, ice hockey, hospital, snow, dogs. Each motif seems to tell something different. In truth, they all tell the same. Control. Control over body, nature, sport, feeling. Variation is a service to the public. The constant is a message to them. Trust the figure, not the situation. The figure remains. The situation changes. Notice the micro details, shadow lines that don't match the sun, water splashes that don't quite obey gravity, background mountains that vary slightly in series, although the narrative says one day, one place. In the hospital motif, the matte light that neutralizes skin tones without reflections, seriousness without dramatic highlights. In the ice hockey shots, the camera position that aligns trophy and face in one axis. In the suit football kick, the photo edge with fans blurred in the background but recognizable, signaling social embedding. These technical details are the grammar of staging. Those who can read them understand the tone. At the end of this journey, we see a man who stages everything, and yet never loses control. A myth repeated so often until repetition sounds like truth. An image apparatus that sustains itself because we love it, hate it, parody it, celebrate it. The decisive question remains. Does this figure receive the recognition it deserves, or the criticism it fears? That depends on us. On us, football fans. On us, media. On us, who keep clicking these pictures. On my channel, we take a close look at the story behind the photo. If these kinds of deep stories grab you, stay tuned and subscribe.